everybody. This is Ann St. John, and I'm a psychic medium who is today going to be speaking with Mickey, and we're going to be getting her reactions to her reading that we're doing over at City Perks in St. Augustine. Now you're going to be seeing a lot of her and not a lot of me. I will be behind camera doing the reading, but I want you to get her reactions, and we're going to be seeing little pop-ups of what I call spirit tips or little insider additions about what's going on in my mind as we're doing the reading. Hey guys, this is Ann St. John, and welcome to the Sheepdog and the Medium. Hi, I'm Ann St. John, and I'm a medium here in St. Augustine, Florida. And this is my dog Willoughby, and this is my dog Willoughby. Come on over here. Join us on all our adventures with the Sheepdog and the Medium. Okay, it's good to see you. Good to see you too. So, first of all, we've had a reading before, but I have to tell you, I have almost no memory of who came through for you because it's been so long.
Yeah.
And I want to start with, first of all, your. I want to say that it's like your mom's mom is passed.
Yeah.
She's the one who's coming in first.
Really?
She's okay. Well, let me just focus on her. She wants to say thank you for almost expecting her, because I think that you were thinking about her earlier. And was she on your mind this morning? It's almost on my heart to say that she was you were in the maybe changing into your dress or doing things with your hair, and she was right behind you as you were looking in the mirror. Your mom's mom also has she says short, she's spirited or short-tempered. Yeah, that makes sense?
Yeah.
She's got a lot of oomph to her.
Yes.
She also says that you're personally responsible for getting through a lot of the hard times that you've been getting through. You're quietly moving through a time in your life where you're pushing all the past behind you, and now things are starting to happen. Now they're starting to evolve. Pardon me for saying it, she says, but if you've got a lot of sugar in the past, let's say, it's been a little bit of a while, and she says you're doing better than you were before. Lighten up on that. She's just don't worry about the old stuff. That's all in the past. she's keeping me in tandem with two other people, because she has another person that she's thinking of. Your mom is, she just said she's swearing off coffee or something.
She's swearing off
she's swearing off coffee, or she's not. Your mother's furniture changed recently too?
My mother has completely redone her house. She has a Instagram where she flips her entire house.
Wow.
My dad is a carpenter, so he's built a lot of the furniture. So yeah, that's absolutely right.
That's awesome, because she's recognizing that. She also wants me to know that your father's mother is also there with her, and she's talking to her as well. So tell your dad hello from heaven from his mom, and she's so proud of you. She says, I want her to know how proud I am. That's she's in tears almost the way you are. She's I can't believe how long it's been. She's been gone for quite some time. At least 10 or 12 years?
I don't think I've seen her in 10 or 12 years.
Seems like it's been that long. Well, that's the way it comes across, it's been that long since you were together. She remembers you as a little one, of course, but then she says you're beautiful. She says the pink in your hair she says adorable.
I love this. My parents are I don't know how old they are. I think they're maybe in their 60s now, and all but two of my grandparents have passed in the past couple of years. So I kind of suspected that if there is any help that I have been receiving, and I've been noticing a lot of different things, that they will be responsible for it. So yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
She's okay, so hang on, she wants to know if your dad's been, there's something to do with, like, they're talking about spilling coffee or coffee on the shirt or something like
Her car's like.
First of all, she's saying he's almost like a workaholic. He's doing so much that he's doing a lot. She saw him spill something the other day where she just wants him to know that she was there when he, like, dripped. She's like, it dripped or something dripped on the floor, and he was looking at it like, oh, I should touch that up or I should get that. He's conversationally, I think that he would want to know that his mother's doing well. She says she's doing amazingly well, and thank you for thinking of her. There's a point to that too. And then mom's mom is saying, remember, God answers all prayers. Your mind is made up to think about things, but she says, remember that your life is always in motion. It's like a rolling film. She says it unravels. Oh, and she's showing me like there's a throat or lungs or something issue as well. There's something to do with the throat or lungs. So she's also expressing her love for you, that you choose to wear the mask and you don't feel like it's not for protection of yourself, but for protection of others. She says you're very valuable like that. Your mind is so warm, thoughtful, peaceful. She says you're doing so well. Mother's mother also says that your grandmother, your dad's mother, wants to say, God bless you for doing so much, because you keep moving around too. You've been moving quite a bit, like 2-3 times. She says every time she hops, skip, and a jump. She goes hop, skip, and a jump.
I've moved about maybe 10 or 11 times.
Oh my goodness.
3 years from Texas to St. Augustine. So.
She says it's amazing that you stayed in one place long enough to get your address. She says don't worry about the past. Keep the past behind you. Lighten up on the, she says, quit the, is there, I don't know, she's showing me, did she smoke? Who's the smoker?
My mom's mom, she passed because she had lung cancer because she had cigarettes.
She's the one showing the smoking. She's almost showing me the commercial where they the little trachea thing with the illness. She's showing me the illness with the lungs, and that she would be so she would smoke so much that she would even like smoke like this if she had to. She would smoke from the but she says now you realize now she's passed on. She still has this. She goes, this is what she goes. I still have a drag once in a while, but I don't go overboard. Doesn't want you to do that. Doesn't want you to hurt yourself like that. Okay, makes sense, because she says don't let yourself get into bad habits the way she had gotten into that habit. Killed her in the end. Also, your mom's mom recognizes that you're overwhelmingly joyful around the mornings. Like you get up, you're happy, things are brighter, it's a happy day. Are you sleeping well at night then as well?
It depends on how late I stay up.
She's also showing me that you've had a couple men over, like maybe just over for a night or two just to say. She goes, oh, she says, impossible, not my granddaughter. She says, I would never put her with anybody but the kindest and gentlest of men. And she goes, Oh, she's like, oh, Pshaw, I know that you've dated a couple men, but just remember, the right one is on his way. He's got a lot of money too, if she has anything to do with it.
Well, I hope not.
She says you'll find the right man when the right time comes.
Oh goodness. Well, you'll have to tell her that I'm gay. I have had a couple of men in the past. I know I look like this, but I'm actually pretty modest. And I don't think I've ever had somebody over like that, but I have had 2 boyfriends in the past that have just...
She's holding out.
So
She says she's
worth it.
holding her. Now, mind you, this is her opinion. I'm not going to give you anything to do. It's not a to-do list. She says her idea would be the kindest, youngest, cutest Prince Charming she could find.
Well, that's so sweet.
She says, but you do what you want because she loves you either way. She says there's no judgment on that side. You have all the work of a young. She says she's like a young farm girl. She says she's like this. She says I get up in the morning, I do all my chores, I do everything, and then I listen to the music, and my heart is in a good place. She says everybody has their reasons for being who they are. Later she'll explain why things changed and why you felt the way you do. She says all of these things come like full circle, she's showing me. And by the way, she says, nobody has to take something they don't want. That makes a big difference for you. So you can go out with whomever you want, do whatever you please, as long as you love her and love God and everybody in heaven. She says that's all she cares about. She says, my God, she's such a beauty. She can't stand the fact that she's not going out with the most handsome man in town. That's why she's like, I can't help but bring it up. And then your mother also wants to show that she knows you from a past life. Like you were her daughter in a past life.
That makes sense to me.
She says, but you would not know that until you cross over, so wait until that happens. And she says, Michaela, don't ever let me catch you going out with somebody that doesn't treat you well. Male or female, doesn't matter. You do what you feel is good for your heart. And that makes the most sense. She says, and were you worried in the past where you felt so depressed and lonely? She says, I'm glad you're feeling so much better. It's so hurtful for her to see that you were so sad. She says, I never want to see her in a place like that again. And by the way, my brother wants to say hi from heaven. My brother Miles says hi because he says when you were sad, he was sad, and that's what brought you and me together. Because he was there for you as you were with me as well when we first met. That was probably way back in that time where you first moved and where we had that reading together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
She says, now look at all the things that happened since then.
Oh my goodness.
And see, it's almost like one big heart comes right back to the center.
I think when I had first met you, I was with a man who made me so unhappy. And long story short, I was kind of coming into my own. I was kind of trying to power through that depression and loneliness. And getting into tarot reading and getting into just being myself and loving myself despite everything that he said and everything that he did. He would constantly bring me down. And then you came into my tent and you confirmed it for me that there are people that actually do care about me. And then the last time that I saw you, I was having boundary issues with one of my family members, and once again, it was right as I was coming out of that depressive state and I was starting to love myself again and give myself that, what's the word? I guess just appreciating my own creativity, and they were trying to bring me down. And you came into my life again and you helped me to set that boundary. So once again, right now, I am coming out of a depressive state and I'm starting to love myself again, and it just seems like everything is so hard, and there are people popping back up into my life.
And look how it shows.
Yeah.
Look how it shows. It's like
There's
your
no tolerance.
light, the light around you is brighter. You look amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You look like you're she says like, first your mother's mother also stepping back now. Your grandmother on your dad's side says your hair looks like the ribbons that she used to put on your birthday. She's showing me like birthday.
Like cards?
She's showing me birthday card or birthday present, like she's also showing me birthday suit, has more color to it. You've done some other work as well. Did you get a tattoo recently or something happened like that?
Oh, yeah, I'm just taking care of my body more. I do have tattoos, but...
She's so in love with the way you have the heart-shaped earrings and the hair and everything it all comes together. She says you're darling.
Aww.
And she says also, just receive the fact that she's told you before that you never had to go out with the wrong guy. She wants you to know that too. She says, I was worried as well. She says, and if I knew you would get, she says, she said if she knew that you were going to get that personal, that she would tell you not to worry. That heaven is a great place for people who are in love with everyone. She says not only, like she's telling me like not like I would understand that, like not only Anne but everybody understands how like love is eternal, and you have a beautiful and challenging, she says, type A personality. She says, and find a really good reason to go out and find happiness. Thankfully, you're already there. She says, and by the way, you're doing so well. She just wants to say thank you for having this time with me, because everyone that would want a reading would need to see things for what they are, that we're not trying to overstep our boundaries with Christ or make light of heaven, that we choose to come in, like Spirit chooses to come in. So those in Spirit choose to come in to talk, that you're not, she's saying to me like that we wouldn't come in and conjure up somebody, just pulling them out of inner space or outer space, that we would joyfully welcome them to the table if they needed to talk to you. And that's why both grandparents come in together, showing me again in tandem together, and light and light and light and light. They say just always the light, just almost take it over and just like brush it over your hair, and just remember, like when you meditate, you could just bring it in and just wash it over, just like a wave of light over you, and that helps. She says, by the way, your mother wants to know if she's been doing well. She says, please tell your mother I'm doing just fine, and tell Dad from his mother that she loves him too, no matter what. Light is light. Light is light. And they're saying their goodbyes. They want to say thank you for having them at the table. And by the way, don't worry about again, they said don't worry about anything. Everything is good. Big sigh of relief that you're all better now. They're like, big sigh of relief. I think you had a lot of people worried up there.
Yeah, it's understandable.
They said that's the heart of it, is that they want to make sure that you know that they're at your side, they're always on your side, and don't feel ashamed to tell somebody what's in your heart, because that's what matters. She says, now we're leaving. Now we're leaving.
So sweet. Oh my God.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's been so much my pleasure.
Thanks for joining, everyone. This is Anne St. John. Bye for now. Come on over here. Come on over here. That was fun.